How much did you buy the plane for?
You always want to go into the...
I just need to know how much I need to save. Like, I need to get my dollars together.
A little over $2 million.
A little over $2 million. Mm-hmm. How much did you have to put down?
I paid it off. I bought it cash.
What do you think you are, Marcus? You paid it off, bought it cash.
You don't take this conversation so... I thought we was having a friendly conversation.
Yeah. Yo, all right. Here's my next question. Mm-hmm. You bought it when? Was it last year?
Last year.
Last year? How much of that have you gotten back?
So this is we're gonna have a real conversation, right? Is that with the plane, the biggest thing is the depreciation off to help me with taxes. So the biggest thing was to help me with taxes. That was the biggest thing. It saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So when you bought it, you saved hundreds of thousands.
Yes.
In taxes.
Yes. Then I also learned I'm learning another industry. There's nobody in this industry. And don't nobody offer a mentorship on a private jet. So I jump out on the window. Yeah, you the first one to go. Cool. First one out the window is usually the one who figure out his parachute open or not. And if it didn't, I'm not going. Right? Cool. That was me. So what I learned is that I jumped into it. I bought it. We were brokering it. I had months where I made $90,000. Like, damn.
Just from the plane.
From the plane. I'm like, yo, like, it's up. And then I had months I lost 60. So I had to pay. Well, not lost. I had to pay 60 out of pocket. So you start to go, all right, this is the thing I got to really learn and I have to focus on. Then I didn't know it was a shortage of pilots. So somebody
Delta's on strike. So they always on strike. So like
somebody offered my pilot $40,000 more a year than I was paying them. I didn't know. I didn't know I was supposed to talk to my pilots. I wasn't giving them bonuses. Nothing. So then I lose a pilot. So now I have 3 months where my plane can't move as much because I'm short a pilot. Imagine 3 months of 40, 60. So it became a learning lesson. So I'm not going to act like, oh man, I'm making $100,000 a month off this plane. This is where, it's a learning lesson. It's business. And that's the thing that intrigued me though. Like, cause I'm like, nah, you can't beat me like this. So we're going to figure out how to maneuver this and learn the game. And the crazy part is that buying the plane it saved me money on taxes and it made me more money with my brokerage. So now we're brokering way more planes. You got to understand, people are now hitting us. I'm probably getting, at one point I had 600-700 inquiries about people wanting to book flights when I first got it. So those first 3 months we was just hammered with people just asking about flights and prices. And then I start teaching people how to, here go a flight, book a mastermind, take you and 8 people. You buy it, book it out, and you could, charge per seat for the people who come with you. This is how you do it. So now, instead of a private jet costing $30,000, you go, hey, listen, it's $2,200 for you to come. It's $2,200 for you to come. It's $2,200. It's $27. It's $25. Now people are going, oh, okay. So now I got people in Recession Proof. Like, bet, let me book the jet. We're gonna do a mastermind. This is what we're gonna do. So the brokerage started making more money. So we started making more money brokering flights out. But I'm using this as like a hook. Like, yo, he got a jet. What is it? Mine booked. Here you go. We got other options. We got 200 plus jets that we can control and book.
All right, listen, every single week, every episode, you hear me talking about themorningmeetup.com. It's the community. Let me show you what's happening here. Every single morning, Monday through Friday, there's 400 plus people on a Zoom call, right? We're learning, we're talking, we're growing together, and this is you. There's all these people here. It's all these people in the morning meetup. Hundreds of people reading books, growing. We get together quarterly. It's amazing. And for some reason, you just keep looking at, just go to themorningmeetup.com and get in the circle. And then you'll be like way happier. Just themorningmeetup.com. Let's get back to the episode. Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast. We find dope people that do dope stuff. Today is no different, man. We have my favorite entrepreneur. I've said it in front of you. I've also said it when you weren't around, but you are literally my favorite entrepreneur. So let's give a round of applause. Him 500. We are here, man. What's up, man?
Appreciate you. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, brother. I'm good.
It's been a while.
It's been too long, man.
I thought you wasn't gonna invite me back.
He seems to think he's the reason my channel blew up. So he was like, "Hey, man, you might as well come back." He said, "I'm the resuscitation to your brand." I said, "Dang, I'm doing all right, Five, but we're happy to have you."
Appreciate it. You gonna bring that up?
Yeah, of
That
course.
was private.
No, but I first want to get into one. You just pulled off an amazing event with Recession Proof. It's crazy. Every time I look, you have another impressive person on the flyer. Magic Johnson, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
How much did that event cost you?
Altogether, all in, we was right under $2 million. We was at like 1.92.
You spent $2 million on an event. An event that, by the way, you weren't selling tickets for.
No. It's the point of you see the money work. Like people who pay into my community, that pay into Recession Proof, they actually get to see their money go to work for them. So I can take the money and go ball out. Like the money I make from Recession Proof is I can go buy yachts. But instead, what I do is I put the money back into the community to kind of keep the culture together. And that's why my community is so strong and why people build, because if you are as great as your leader. So as me, as the founder of Recession Proof, if I'm willing to give, then my members are willing to give. So then they willing to give to each other. And that's why you see everybody is so tight and such a close knit, like a family, because I'm constantly leading by example. I ain't going, oh man, this is me and I did this myself. Like, nah, we did this together. And, my life is very much based off of you guys believing in me. So I have to extend that energy back. You know what I mean?
But when someone joins, I've been trying to understand this for a while now. When someone joins, they're just in.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a monthly thing.
No.
They're just in.
No.
So it seems like it'll continue to grow, and there's a whole bunch of people, but most of the people that are enjoying this event or all what you're putting into the community, they're not paying for it anymore. So it seems like you could operate at a loss eventually if your marketing slows down, or your marketing never slows down though.
The thing is, I'm a businessman. So it's just when you understand business and you can make it run, I can penny pinch them to death if I wanted to, but I'm a businessman. So it's not just operating off of, I don't take the money and just go, okay, I'm just going to, only live off of this. Like I'm able to make that money work. So then I put different investments. So like for the Recession Proof Fund, I put investments together beforehand. We get different returns from investments we make. So I put money aside a year in advance to let the money grow to actually pay for the event. So it's not like I'm going to go and say, oh, I made $2 million, I'm going to spend it all. Like, it's the way that I put the money to work. So I allocate the funds that I make properly. And I also start other businesses and other business ventures to continue revenue streams coming off of that money. So if I go and start a business that makes me $400,000 in a year, that $400,000 was initiated by the money people paid me in Recession Proof. So I can work that money. Okay, I'm at now like I'm pushing like 9, 11 businesses. So it's like,
yo, hold on. So you have a Recession Proof Fund where when people come into the community, you take some of the money, you put it into some vehicle that gains interest, that makes money and works, and you take the money from that to fund a lot of the events that you're doing.
Yep.
That's crazy.
We got to work. The Recession Proof. That's the key to being recession proof, is that thinking outside the box. Like we have to, as a community, think of ways to be creative, right? A lot of times we get one track minded. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like I'm on my way over here and Amex is asking me for 3 documents. They just approved me for a $5 million corporate card. So it's like, yo, like I come from the trenches, you know what I'm saying? To where now they giving me $5 million here. You can work with that and play with that. As a businessman, I'm blessed. And this is why I say, like, I don't try to charge Recession Proof more or go get more, because me building that has allowed me so much more. Like you look at the travel company, you look at the jet, you look at everything that I'm able to do as an individual, it comes from my community and it comes from me helping them. So that's why I'm always adding to it, like putting more things in. Like right now we doing a whole healthcare side where we putting into 4 different streams of income in the healthcare field that most people don't know, that they're not even aware of. Owning ambulances, like most people not, they not on that. So I'm bringing those streams in, like, yo, these are things that's really recession proof. That's not all digital, and it's not taken by social media. So everybody don't want to be on social media. So I'm just trying to tackle the whole community where you can come into one place and have this all you need.
That's crazy. It's almost like if somebody invests $5,000, you take like, let's say 3,000, put it into something, and by the end of the year, by the end of their, let's say membership or whatever, it might grow into 8,000. So it's almost like their money is paying for their next year to be a part of Recession Proof. That's how I put it in my head. Like if somebody give me $5,000 to be in my program, right? And I take 3,000 and put it into an investment. And that investment grows $5,000 more by the next year. It's almost like the person putting in another $5,000 to be a part of the program.
Yes.
Instead of them having to pay it, it's like, yo, their leader is doing something with the money that allows them to stay in the community.
Boom.
That's crazy. Can we give that a round of applause? Who thinks like that? Golly.
Yeah. I mean,
my favorite, bro.
I appreciate it. Nah, that's why people always wonder, like, yo, how you do it? It's just like, yo, the resources, bro. Like, I take the money, I get in other rooms. Like, I got a meeting with Roland Martin coming up, one-on-one. Like, it's just, and these are people who's sold businesses for hundreds of millions. And so when you learn it from people like this, like, it's just our viewpoint has to change. And I think that's the biggest thing is like when we look at business different, when we look at the opportunities different, most of us aren't going that deep to be like, yo, how can I do it? Or like, how can I give? How can I be the best at giving? Like, yo, like, you got a community, they got a community. Like, I don't want yours to be nothing like mine. I want to be better.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of where you get these ideas. Do you have a team or is it you? Because first off, people came into Las Vegas and the whole airport says recession proof. For one, I didn't know that was possible. Like I'm talking, like the little carousel that takes the bags around, like it says recession proof on every carousel and everywhere you go and banners. I'm like, yo, what are you doing right now? Is this you coming up with these ideas and concepts or do you have a team?
I got a team that helps me facilitate the community-wide stuff, like things that we can do. I have to get feedback. So, we got the chapters and things like that. The airport was, that's me showboat. Right? That's the showboat side of me, right? But what it is that I like to be like, yo, what's something that's like there? And how can I make it make sense? Right? Like, you could do it and it'd be like, but does it make sense? They charged me extra crazy amount at the event because it was Memorial Day weekend. So I go, oh, it's Memorial Day weekend. All right. So in my mind, my wife is looking at me like, the price doubled. Like, why not just do it next week? I'm like, I don't want to do it next week. Memorial Day weekend, the celebrities are going to be there. Everybody's going to be in town. It'll be cheaper for me to get people to come if they're in town. And I don't know, I lay and I think, and that's why I say it's so important to always think and have moments of time where you just think. And the next morning I sat for about 2 hours and I was just hanging with myself and I was just thinking. And I Googled how many people come to Vegas for Memorial Day weekend. It said Vegas is the #1 attraction in the world. More people will be in Vegas than anywhere else. Some of 13, 14 million people will be in Las Vegas.
And how they get there?
They all coming through the airport. Yo, figure out how much it's going to cost to put my signs in the airport everywhere. It's expensive. So what? Put it there. Put a QR code up. Let it run. Everybody coming to Vegas, they're aware of recession proof. Then you get to the hotel, put it on the doors. We need it covered. I need people to see and say, what's recession proof? When they're asking, guess what happens? They're going to the website and now my impressions are going up. My ads is going to track them. I'm going to convert. It'll help me make money. Every time, the month after a convention is always one of my biggest months in business.
The month after a convention. What do you think you attribute that to?
The convention.
But I'm saying, like, what about the convention?
The
Like, what's happening
attention.
after?
Right? Because I take over that whole weekend. I dropped the ball this year. Gervonta Davis fought the same weekend. I had the corner. I was moving and I didn't send the wire. They text me and
You had the corner. What do you mean?
I had the corner of the Gervonta Davis fights of the boxing ring. You know how I did the last time when he fought here.
What? In the ring?
In the ring. But guess what? I didn't just have Recession Proof. I had Recession Proof QR code. Recession Proof text number.
At the Gervonta Davis fight.
I didn't send the wire and it didn't work. It ruined my weekend. I needed the whole weekend. Anything that was moving that weekend, I wanted to be affiliated or associated with Recession Proof. So if y'all wasn't watching us on social media, when you went to go watch that fight, you're going to see me.
Oh, yeah. I need to like just start thinking differently because obviously I know some of us, we might be thinking, okay, yo, it's gonna be a big fight. And we don't even think that we can like market or advertise, or it's going to be so expensive, it won't even make sense.
The thing is that you have to make it make sense. Like the fight is super popular and every marketing thing doesn't have to make money. See, I don't have to make money off the Gervonta Davis fight. It's awareness. Mm-hmm. When you raise the awareness of your brand and of your company, that's more important because then you start, who sees this? Mm-hmm. When I did it in Atlanta, everybody's there. Everybody watches the fight. Mm-hmm. Steve Harvey, Chappelle, Nori, right? Guess what they do? They get familiar with the brand. Whenever we approach them with something, they go,
I saw that.
I saw you. Yeah, I seen this, man. I was asking, what was this about? Like, okay, I'm somewhat familiar. Let me know. You want to motivational speakers. I'm like, nah, I ain't a motivational speaker. Businessman. You know what I'm saying? So it just brings awareness so you don't know who's watching. And a lot of times that's where it comes from is that people seeing it. Like P from QC's team was in Vegas. They seen us and was like, yo, love what you're doing, bro. I want to introduce you to P. Come to P birthday party. Come on. We'll put you in a section, everything like that. Compton's, we went.
Crazy. Yo, you told me something too that really just solidified you as my favorite entrepreneur. Like you booked Magic to speak, but he was like, yo, can you talk about that?
Let's do it. Like, man, listen, we talk about anything.
I got to figure out a way to get my money back. So like talk about that because I was so I'm like, yo, I would have never thought of that. Did you do it with Mike Tyson too?
What?
Like get the merch?
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I thought you was gonna go into the value of why I had him there. Okay. Nope. So what I did was with with Magic, is that I had to figure out like what's something I can do to monetize and get my money back aside from attention. So we went into I got a jersey made, a custom Magic Johnson jersey made, and I had him sign it and I wore it on stage with him. That's one thing. But then I also put in the contract, I need X amount of merch signed. So he signed all the merch. And now what I'm doing is we got charities that we do and we're gonna do silent auctions. So at the silent auctions, you got exclusive Recession Proof members will be able to come and now you can bid on items that Magic has signed at our convention that makes it a lot more special to people. So it's worth more. So especially like the jersey, you know what I mean? Like, and these are things that we'll auction off and do a silent auction. I did the same with Mike Tyson. I got boxing gloves and stuff from him. And it's just ways to, on the back end, still collect some of my
because a signed basketball by Magic Johnson or a signed boxing gloves by Mike Tyson, like that's immediate value. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like almost like your money back for a collector.
So what happens for a collector is dope, but it's the sentimental value of being there, right? Because I think like how many people get into these environments and you get to see Magic live.
Yeah.
And then you a part of Recession Proof. So it's not just Magic, it's the community that it's with and where it came from. And, that puts the value on it.
That's crazy. After the event, and I'm meaning to ask you, I don't think we got a chance to talk about it, but you just left for mad long. Like, it was like, I'm like off social media and left. I was like, where you at, 5? He said, I'm off the grid. And I was like, all right, where at? He's like, yeah, just off the grid. Yeah, so I don't know where you went. You have to tell me, but why? Because it didn't seem like, I just want to relax. But it seemed like it was like a bigger thing you was going through.
So it was for my health, right? So in my life. So what happens is that I realized that social media, it wasn't just a social media break. I had to let everything go. Business, like, yo, don't call me. Like, y'all handle it. Biggest month in my business off social media.
Really?
Still.
When you left?
Still. Without being on social media, it still was the biggest month. I knew that I don't have to be here after what I just did. All this big hooray. I paid enough people to go rumble and make it happen, close the deals and get the bag.
Biggest month not being there.
I wasn't there. But it was, and then the dope part for me though, it was big because I had to get my health together, right? Like I had to focus on my health. And I know like it takes so much during an event and so much going on. But over the last few years, chasing money, I let my health go. I got to a point where they wanted me to sleep with a CPAP machine. So and I knew not to go take a sleep apnea test because I'm like, no, I messed up insurance policies. They won't cover you, right? So I know, I'm like, I'm not doing it. So I pay somebody to come give it to me at the house. So I'm like, but it's dangerous. Like, and I'm like, yo, not only that.
What is the CPAP for?
To help when you stop breathing in your sleep, to help you continuously breathe. So
you were doing that.
Yes. And it affects your heart. So now I'm having more complications. So it's just a lot of health things start going on. I look at my daughter and I go, yo, ain't no way. Anybody, ain't no way. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, it's nobody that can raise my daughter. It's nobody can raise my kids like me. The genetics and DNA come from me. You know what I mean? Like, so I gotta be here to facilitate it. Like, I built the foundation off of entrepreneurship and business. My wife was a believer in the 9 to 5. She wouldn't be able to continue to instill that in them like I would if I'm not here. Even though what she learned from me and can continue to probably be okay, it wouldn't be the same. And I'm going like, even outside of that, like, forget business, everything, who gonna love her? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. So I had to get that together. That's why a lot of people ask, like, yo, bro, you document the process when it comes to the weight. And I'm like, I ain't do it for y'all. Like, I do this business shit for the public to help y'all. But with this was different because this was for them. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't like I wasn't looking to be gloried or, bro, I shaved my head bald. So I wasn't getting on social media. Right? So,
yo, Neil said you shaved your head or something like that.
I shaved my head, bro.
What was that for?
I cleansed, like I need to get my skin together. Like I was just unhealthy, bro. Like, and I felt it, I seen it, and I'm just like, I gotta get better. But I just been so focused over here, like, and I had to realize the bag don't replace that. You know what I mean? Like, and because I'm a smart sometime, right? So me and Keys had a conversation, and he was just like, bro, if you had one day to live, would you exchange that for 10 million? Or would you give it all up? And say, yo, if you had one day to live, most people would say they would give it up. In order for me to live, I would give up 10 million. I wouldn't take the 10 million, I'll take life. And I said, where I come from, if the 10 million can be invested and it can compound at a good rate, my family would be rich forever.
Listen, if I was gonna teach you how to make $1 million, would you give me 10,000? Like if I had a course teach you how to make $1 million a year, positive, you're gonna make $1 million, would you give me 10,000? Of course you would. It's no brainer, right? So in a calendar year, we make 7 figures with the podcast. But there's 21 things that I extracted from that you're going to need to launch your podcast. But I only got time to give you 3 right now. One is you need a distribution platform. The distribution platform is what you upload your podcast to. That platform sends it to Spotify, Apple, Google Play, so that your supporters can actually listen to your podcast. You're also going to need a microphone. You need a really good microphone so it's crispy audio. And 3, you need an income strategy. This is not necessarily a hobby, unless you're going to make it a hobby, but I can teach you how I made the 7 figures with these 21 things. Now, the good news is you don't have to give me 10,000. My ebook is only $37, okay? So listen, go to podcastebook.com and get the 21 things that you need. And I can explain it in detail, all the things that you need, okay? Podcastebook.com. Let's get to the episode.
You know, he's like, nah, man, you thinking different. I said, but that's the reality. I will live the compound. But I had to, you know, in my mind, I'm like, nah, like, and I'm like, realistically, I'm in that position. Like, I'm letting my health deteriorate where I'm going to die for some damn money.
Really?
And so,
what is it about entrepreneurship, or what was it about your grind that you can attribute to the detriment of your health? Now you're scaring me because I work really hard.
I wasn't focusing on it, right? So, like, you think, bro, we're going to spend $1,200 on steaks. Like,
it seems like a healthier choice than Longhorn.
It seemed like it, right? But when you eating the red meat and you start digging into it and you don't care about like the herbs that's going into your body, you're not really focusing on fruits and vegetables. You're not focusing. Like a lot of my weight loss, bro, I dropped 20-something pounds, bro, just off of a detox. Like detoxing, focusing, having a nutritionist come in and really get the herbs and stuff down, taking the blood work, seeing what was good for me and not. I lost weight just off of diet. And it was just because of what I was putting in my body. I walk in the room, they say, yo, you look younger. So you mean tell me, and if where we going now, I got to get outside.
Yeah.
We have to get on TV. We have to get on mainstream media. I got to look better.
Yeah.
But while I'm grinding, I'm like, yo, I just been running. We run 24/7. We don't focus on what we eating and spending time with the chef. Like I had a chef come to the house. I didn't care what he was making. Bro, shrimp and grits. I want French toast sandwiches. Like, you know, it's like, you know, and I'm out. Fried foods every day. And it was just like, yo, this is things I could afford now. So I was just like enjoying it. And it was like, I didn't realize what it was doing to me until you start realizing, like, wait a minute, let me go get a checkup. And now I'm doing my physicals and I'm realizing the things I'm deficient in and heart. Like, it's like, nah, I can't go.
Goodness gracious. I really thought after the event, when you went away, you went and got the surgery because you came back slim. And I was like, yo, fine, we got a surgery. But then I came to your house and you was like, yo, every time I see you, you're drinking water, you're drinking juices. And you're like, nah, I can't. I think we was talking about going out to eat. He's like, it's too late. I don't really want to eat like that. So I was really impressed.
Stop meeting y'all for food. Like, that's what we do.
That's what
we're like, yo, pull up, let's go get something to eat. And be like, where you want to go? Rock South. Bro, Rock South ain't got nothing on the menu but fried foods.
Mm.
That's what we do. Yo, let's go toast on Linux. It's like, yo,
I actually want to go there today. Like, shouts out to Toast. That's just amazing.
It is.
Yo, and that brings up a point too, man. Like, the more you can afford, the things that you can afford can kill you.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you can eat out all the time because you can. If you couldn't, if you didn't have the money, you'd probably cook a lot better. It'd be healthier for you.
It's just choices when you focus on it. And I don't, the thing is, I don't regret nothing.
Yeah.
I don't regret it. You know what I mean? I put myself in a very nice position. I wish I'd have paid a little more attention, but I always felt like it's a juggle with health and money.
Yeah.
It's always been a juggle. It'd be like, yo, my money is good and my health be bad.
Yeah.
If I start focusing on my health, money start to decrease. And it's always been, but now I'm in a position where I'm just trying to find a balance.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to talk about the plane, because you're like, I think you're the first person to publicize in kind of like the influencer realm that you got your own plane, right? Mm-hmm. We see Drake, he got his plane. We see kind of like, these billionaires, they got their plane. But someone so close to us getting their own plane, it was really a big move for our culture, believe it or not. Because I never even thought about a plane before. So I want to know the play behind that and why you decided to get one.
Yo, shout out to Secret Society 2. You see the movie? Any of y'all see Secret Society 2 yet?
It's a movie?
It's a new movie. It's a black movie. The plane in it.
They got a 1?
Yep. And the 2 just came out. So shout
We're
out
gonna
to
have
them.
a movie night here. We're gonna watch it together.
Yeah, the plane is in it. And they got the logo.
Your plane.
My plane. I say yo, but you gotta put the logo has to show. Don't play me. Put the front. Just walk on the plane, you'll get to see.
You pay for that?
No, I got paid for it. I'm a businessman. Why would I pay
Hold
for
on. Oh! Okay. How? Okay, walk me through that. Walk me through how did that happen?
They needed a plane to use for the movie. You know, we got the brokerage. So the private jet, we got the brokerage where we broker flights and we broker planes. So people contact us for everything private jets. So when they hit us for a plane, say, yo, we need to book a plane, boom, boom, boom. Go, okay, cool. What's the budget? Oh, we're gonna pay this. Send mine, tell them we'll discount a little bit if you show that.
All right.
They're like, we got you. So
how much did you buy the plane for?
You always want to go into the
I just need to know how much I need to save. Like, I need to get my dollars together.
A little over $2 million.
A little over $2 million. Mm-hmm. How much did you have to put down?
I paid it off. I bought it cash.
What do you think you are, Marcus? You paid it off, bought it cash.
You don't take this conversation, so I thought we was having a friendly conversation.
Yeah. Yo, all right. Here's my next question. Mm-hmm. You bought it when? Was it last year?
Last year.
Last year? How much of that have you gotten back?
So this is we're gonna have a real conversation, right? Is that with the plane, the biggest thing is the depreciation off to help me with taxes. So the biggest thing was to help me with taxes. That was the biggest thing. It saved me hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So when you bought it, you saved hundreds of thousands.
Yes.
In taxes.
Yes. Then I also learned I'm learning another industry. There's nobody in this industry. And don't nobody offer a mentorship on a private jet. So I jump out on a win. Like, yeah, you the first one to go. Cool. First one out the window is usually the one who figure out did his parachute open or not. And if it didn't, I'm not going. Right? Cool. That was me. So what I learned is that I jumped into it. I bought it. We were brokering it. I had months where I made $90,000. Like, damn.
Just from the plane.
From the plane. I'm like, yo, like it's up. And then I had months I lost 60. So I had to pay. When I lost, I had to pay 60 out of pocket. So you start to go, all right, this is a thing I got to really learn and I have to focus on. Then I didn't know it was a shortage of pilots. So somebody
Delta's on strike. Well, they always on strike. So like
somebody offered my pilot $40,000 more a year than I was paying them. I didn't know. I didn't know I was supposed to talk to my pilots. I wasn't giving them bonuses. Nothing. So then I lose a pilot. So now I have 3 months where my plane can't move as much because I'm short a pilot. Imagine 3 months of 40, 60. So it became a learning lesson. So I'm not going to act like, oh man, I'm making $100,000 a month off this plane. This is where, it's a learning lesson. It's business. And that's the thing that intrigued me though. Like, cause I'm like, nah, you can't beat me like this. So we're going to figure out how to maneuver this and learn the game. And the crazy part is that buying the plane it saved me money on taxes and it made me more money with my brokerage. So now we're brokering way more planes. You got to understand, people are now hitting us. I'm probably getting, at one point I had 600-700 inquiries about people wanting to book flights when I first got it. So those first 3 months we was just hammered with people just asking about flights and prices. And then I start teaching people how to, here go a flight, book a mastermind, take you and 8 people. You buy it, book it out, and you could, charge per seat for the people who come with you. This is how you do it. So now, instead of a private jet costing $30,000, you go, hey, listen, it's $2,200 for you to come. It's $2,200 for you to come. It's $2,200. It's $2,700. It's $25,000. Now people are going, oh, okay. So now I got people in Recession Proof. Like, bet, let me book the jet. We're gonna do a mastermind. This is what we're gonna do. So the brokerage started making more money. So we started making more money brokering flights out. But I'm using this as like a hook. Like, yo, we got a jet. What is it? Mine booked. Here you go. We got other options. We got 200 plus jets that we can control and book.
So when did you start hold on, you have a brokerage for people to that. So it's not only just your plane, you have a brokerage because you're in the industry of booking out other planes.
Mm-hmm.
How, who did you partner with somebody on that?
Yep.
Somebody's, I guess,
I bought
in the
into a
industry.
business. Yep. So I bought into a business to be part owner.
You bought into a business that was already brokering planes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you put your marketing, your sauce, and your creativity on it.
I went and bought. I put $2 million jet on Instagram. Let's go. What we doing?
Why'd you pay it off though? Why not leverage it? Why not leverage some of your money? Or
I put it there. I don't know. The way I did, I pulled it out and I was just like, man, go buy it. But the issue is that we have to spend the money. Like the amount of money that we're doing in revenue amongst all the businesses that I have to spend the money. So it's like, yo, I can leverage it, but how long I'm gonna keep leveraging stuff?
Got you.
And be like, yo, end of the year, you congratulations, all that. Yeah, let us get 30%. Come on, let's get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's get a piece of that. Or it didn't work, it didn't move. Like, and so it's just, properly.
I gotta discuss this, or I wouldn't be myself. You were attacked on social media because of something that you said, and then we see like these bloggers picking it up, and you went through a time with some people.
Mm-hmm.
What was going on in your head? Did you feel canceled? What's that like?
I feel canceled.
Yeah.
Nah, the crazy thing is that week that everything happened, I got more support than ever. Like, I got more support than ever. It helped my business.
Really?
It did. But the stains and things like that on the name is not good. But what I look at is that one of my favorite, it comes from a movie, but on Hove, on American Gangster said, yo, your success took a shot at you. What are you going to do now? Become unsuccessful? Frank, you can be successful and have enemies. You can be unsuccessful and have friends. Shit may come into territory, right? So what I realized is that it taught me things. I learned. So what I learned in that situation is that, one, it showed my growth, because you're going to go through things and people are going to attack you, but you got to always remember is that if somebody's talking about you, it's only because somebody's willing to listen. So ain't nobody talking about somebody that nobody want to hear about. And so it lets me know my position and my rank, but it also showed me how to handle, like, yo, not to respond to certain things, because once you respond, now you create a battle and a fight that's worth watching. If somebody get in a box ring by themselves, nobody pays attention. When it's two people, then you got something to watch. And so, throughout it, and also it just showed like how I have to handle situations, how I was able to handle the situation and when things come in, and let me know, shit, if it's kinks in the armor, tighten up. If somebody could say something about you, let you know what you need to tighten up and what you need to fix. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was able to come out. I was like, yo, you shouldn't say this. Or, man, listen, I'm not perfect, bro. I come from the hood. I didn't go to college. Like, I'm not perfect. So I misspoke. I spoke on some things in context of the conversation we was having. If you say, yo, bro, what you say to the young boys out here that's running houses, they robbing people, they selling dope, they doing this, like they risking their life, killing people and getting killed, like, and so we was in that conversation talking to the young boys of the people who listen to that podcast. So we talking to her, and I went somewhere that I shouldn't have, but I should have been mindful. And that's what I look and took away. I don't care what nobody say here. It's nothing against nobody else, because where I'm at in my life, I'm blessed. Still, I just came off one of the biggest events that the culture has ever seen. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this, so I'm not mad at that. I look and I judge myself and just realize, like, yo, it made me better. It made me become better. And hey, slow down and think a little bit. Don't talk as fast, because I like to give it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, slow down a little bit. So I was able to learn from everything. So it wasn't it didn't affect me monetarily, and it overall, it just made me be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
While you were going through it, though, was this your mindset going through it? Like, yo, this will help me be better. Because I know, I'm like, yo, maybe, I think when we were talking, I was like, yeah, just ignore it. He said, nah, I'm here for the smoke. I'm like, yo, all right, fine. So what was you thinking going through this situation? Bro, you went on live with my man. I was like, this can't be good. But it wasn't that bad. But
because the issue is that you got two different situations that happen here, though. Mm-hmm. So you got one thing that somebody uses, like, look what you said, but the issue of that personal issue we have. Mm-hmm. So we had to have a conversation about the personal issue that we had. Mm-hmm. And that's why but what we realized, though, when we have a conversation, so, we had a conversation before, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we realized, like, it was a misunderstanding or miscommunication. So we're like, all right, bet. So we have a boom. But then we realize and look and go, damn, look how many people watch. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, shit. They like drama. People like drama. So we like, all right, well, solve it like this. We go. So that's why we went live. And when we went live, everybody like, I'm from Stockton, California, bro. Like, they like, nigga, fuck that.
Come on, man.
Oh, sorry, excuse my language. Beat me out, right? You taking it into this conversation. You won't get it there. That's what you want to talk about. So, I'm having to control that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, yo, it's the internet. It ain't real. It's not bloodshed. It don't got to go there because that's where it want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, just take it outside. And it's like, nah, like on the internet, when people have disputes and it's an argument. It's an argument. But our culture, it goes to like, everybody goes to extreme, like, yo, it was bloodshed or it was this. And it's like, yo, wasn't no bloodshed. It wasn't no violent attacks. It's words exchanged. Like, how big y'all want to really make this and really take it. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why we was able to be like, man, let it go. You know what I mean? Like,
and I don't want to stay on it too much because he's liable to take a clip out and then want to fight somebody again online. So we'll just leave it like that. But you see how influenced you are, because if somebody wants to pick a fight with you, it's like nobody's trying to pick a fight with somebody that don't nobody know. Mm-hmm. And now it's a responsibility. So what do you feel in terms of responsibility for your audience and for the culture? Or do you? Like, I just got a responsibility to my family or just my recession proof group? Like, where do you feel like your responsibility lies? Is it like the culture as a whole or your group of people?
The position I'm in now, it's 10,000 people in my community, but it's 300,000 people that are engaged with me on social media. But then it's millions who watch me, even if they not maybe follow me on Instagram. So it's as an overall to push the culture forward in a positive way. Like, so my thing is that business is one thing, but then also conflict resolution. Like, as men, we don't practice conflict resolution. It's ego, pride, bravado, chest out. Take it up with God. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I was like, when my guys, we had the conversation, it's like, man, let it go. Like, move past it because your movement is too big.
I want to invite you to pick my brain.
Mine too.
Yours too?
Mine too.
Yours too. Okay, you guys. We are so excited because we just dropped our newest podcast series called the Brain Picker Podcast. David.
Oh, it's going down. You get to pick our brain. You have a business idea, a concept. You're stuck. You can't get off the ground. You need the advice of seasoned, experienced entrepreneurs. Not only entrepreneurs that are practitioners, but we got a lot of people that we've been coaching all over the last decade.
All over the globe.
That got receipts.
Not just that, you never know where your next investor might be hanging out. And the word on the street is we got all the connections.
That's a big fact.
We got all the connections. So if you want to sit down with us and pick our brains.
In front of our audience.
And we're letting you pick our brains. We won't even talk bad about you for doing it in front of our audience, bringing your business maximum exposure. Find the link somewhere around here, wherever you see it.
It's there.
And apply
right now
to pick our brain.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
You too influential. You too powerful to stay in this environment and like this. You know what I mean? And it's because of a disagreement. And it was personal. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it was more of a personal disagreement. So that's why we was able to have a conversation. Like a lot of people don't know, like we had conversations. We didn't have several conversations. Like we all right. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have several conversations. But for me, myself, it's like, yo, I look at the culture and I look at the position I'm in. I didn't sign up for it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't sign up to be, I'm not Martin Luther King. That's not me. So
Right.
I say that clear. Like that's not me. I'm not that, but I've built a voice and I've built a presence and I've been leading and I have to lead by example. So I do have to have some form of accountability of things that I do say and how I move. And so that it just brought more awareness to me. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, I came to, bro, I solicited for 10 people when I started. I just wanted 10 people to join my mentorship. That was it. It was like 10 people. Like I didn't expect it to be like, yo, you got all these people listening to you. It was like, yo, I didn't start. I
just want to make a couple dollars.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I figured out a way to make money and I was just showing other people ways that I made money. It was like, yo, I only asked for 10.
So you didn't see this when you first started?
No. You know what I mean? No, I'm not media trained. I don't go get media training. I don't do none of that. Like, bro, I've just been building my business, but I've always been a businessman and I've always been super creative when it comes to business. So I've always just like, this is who I've been. And I always figured out ways to, accomplish my goal to get to success.
Yeah.
So I just share my genius with other people.
Yeah.
And it's going to resonate with some, and some people's not going to resonate with. You know what I mean? But I look at it and I just go like, we look online, bro, you got, like, you look in the NBA, you always going to have critics. People will say, oh, LeBron wasn't shooting enough. He wasn't being aggressive enough. But you couldn't go do it.
Yeah. Couldn't even do a percentage of what that person could do that you're talking about.
And so
yeah,
it just comes with it that you're going to be critiqued.
Yeah.
And Dave, this podcast, all right, but you should have painted the background. That should be a different color, and that should have been a green plant. Like, what you gonna do? Like, just many people love you. You're gonna have people that hate you.
While you was going through that situation, were you surprised by some people that maybe didn't support you, or was there any? I mean, you gotta say names, but
nah. That was the biggest takeaway, right? From the biggest takeaway in everything, right? Anytime I go through anything, right, is I looked at going, damn, maybe people don't realize like what it takes to become who I am now. The time that I had to spend in, the effort that it takes to go, okay, I'm going to help people do this. Like finding people that, are resources, and that could be resources to bring to the community, constantly educating myself, going to masterminds and becoming educated and figuring out the best way to train people. Like I've trained over 400,000 people for free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that I've done, the biggest letdown was going, wait a minute, y'all got something bad to say about me? Like y'all quick to turn that quick? The same people that I'm out here, like the ones I do it for, like I do it for y'all. Like y'all the one, and y'all got something bad to say. It wasn't, forget everything else. It's like the people that you see in the comments, you be like, you serious? Like this what y'all see? And it'd be like, then that's when I had one of my mentors said, listen, just as many people that love you, you got to understand if 1 million people love you, 250,000 will hate you. Yeah. And that 250,000 of hate may seem a lot larger than the people that love you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they now have somewhere to express their hate. Yeah. And so it's just like, that was the biggest thing, seeing people like, oh yeah. And it's like, but as far as individuals, it was crazy the amount of people that stood up and stood with me. Like, nah, bro, like people was joining Recession Proof for nothing. Like,
you know what it seemed like too? It's like 1 million people love you while, like everybody else loves you, but it's like the same group of people. There's going to be a percentage that they're just like on the bandwagon. Like as long as they can get in the conversation, if everybody loves you, like, yo, nah, fine, that's my man. I remember seeing him, like, he's super cool. And then once the tide turns and they're in another environment, it's like, nah, man, I remember being with my man. It was,
his rims was dirty on that race. Man, his wrap was peeling on his race, man. It wasn't really that blue, man. His wrap was peeling, man. His mufflers wasn't that loud.
It's crazy, man.
It
Comes with it.
It come with it. It comes with it, and that's one of the things that you just realize that, you know, like I tell people, I say, look, man, Dame Dash interview talking about Jay-Z is dope. It's like, oh, I'm listening to it, and you will go look and be like, damn, people not really, they don't like Jay-Z. Looking like, damn, Dame said, damn, and then Jay-Z and Kevin Hart drop an episode, and it's all over everywhere in the world, and you see the love that
Jay-Z gets.
And then you look at comparison and go, it ain't the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you think anybody ever you think they'll ever attack me? Because I'm a nice person.
You know, you get the blues too.
I mean, not much though. Maybe I'm not I'm not a big enough brand just yet.
Nah, you know, you got a media platform. So with the media platform, it's, you know, interviews, things, people you talk to, you get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not directly at you.
Yeah, because I don't want no beef, I don't want no beef, man.
But you know, it's just it's life, bro. And the thing is that what we got to learn as a community is the biggest issue, and the biggest thing I see is conflict resolution amongst our community. And that'll save a lot of people. And it's not just us, it's rappers. Because a lot of these rappers is dying, a lot of us in our culture is dying. Yeah. And a lot of times the problem is something that could be overcame. A lot of times the problem is something small. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's really not that big, but then people end up losing their life behind it.
Speaking of which, man, y'all got the circle of CEOs, and I cannot figure out for the life of me how all 5 of you are literally bosses. All 5 of you are busy building huge businesses. How the heck do y'all come together and make something happen? It can't be, I love all of y'all individually, but it can't be just roses and it can't be, bro. Like, I know y'all love each other, y'all like real brothers, but everybody with these big ideas coming together, I need to know the real.
Bro, if you knew and could see, I don't be keeping. We was having a tobacco last night. We argue and fight like brothers. Like, yo, man, that's stupid. Like, nope, shut up. Nah, here you come. But what we did was we learned each other's personalities. We know who's who. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows who's who. Like, and it's crazy. It's like Neo is the executor, high level. Like, yo, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do this. We got to be posting. We got to do this. And he's hammering. I'm more so like, I'm thinking. I'm trying to like mastermind. Yo, we got to take it here. And this is what we got to do. Good energy. Alex is just like, I'm with it, you know. But Alex is like super. Alex is more of the energy, the vibe one. Like, bro, like.
It got to feel right. Yeah.
It's all off of that. Like, if I'm feeling it, I'm with it. Like, that's just how he operates. Like, let me think about it. Let me think on this of how, you know, like, that's him. Jason is, the crazy part is Jason is the most alpha of the group, but the most humble. Like, the most humble, the most.
It seems like he would be the glue. Like, he's real agreeable, it seems like.
Bro, he the one that, if it can go here, we can, no. Or it's just here, and it's like, bro, you're wrong. Okay, he's saying this, and he's saying this. What we doing? And that's like, you know, and that's what just is crazy because he's damn near the moderator of everything. And it's like, you know, J.O. is super high personality. Like, everybody loves J.O. Like, super high personality, but J.O. is the one who's more so like super frugal when it comes to watching what we do and how we do. Because I'll take it here, and he's like, it's not necessary. You know what I mean? Like,
I be feeling that way too, because 5 be like, yo, just pay the money. Yo, just pay somebody $50,000. Pay them $100,000. Man, you'll get the money. I'm like, 5, yeah. So I can imagine Justin like, hey, bro, we ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to take over the airport.
And so, you know, but that's we all bring a balance. You know what I mean? And like Neo and Alex is flip-flop, because Neo be like, let's go quick and let's just go. Alex like, nah, let's properly prepare. Let's plan. Let's make sure it's done right and it look right. We good. And so it's just been, bro, like, when I tell you, like, we learn so much from each other.
What have you learned from dealing with like your brothers and business? What have you learned?
So in business or overall, because it's not,
Give me
we
both.
don't got a
both.
real, it's not a business. The crazy thing is, it's not a business relationship. It's really like a brotherhood. Like, we then built a fraternity amongst each other. And so, like, what I do learn, I'm always learning from Neo, is just the moving, the constant move. Like, always learn the moving. But I've learned, like, to watch vibes and not go off of my quick instinct. Like with Alex, it's like Alex is always just like, bro, just wait. Like, let's just see how people act. Let's watch somebody's reaction. Let's watch them for a little bit.
Yeah.
And see who they really are. And it'd be crazy because he'd call it out. And I'd be like, he was right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
but then, also working with men, being able to not have egos. Like, we didn't have disputes, and where we got into it and had, been uneven, and tears came out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
it was Alex, wasn't it? It was either Alex or J.O. It was one of them, bro.
So listen, I ain't gonna say, but we say that you asked that question when you get us all here. But it's, we really don't have an ego and pride amongst us like that. We have each other, but we able to swallow our pride and ego and really, be open and be vulnerable. Like, we usually only try to practice that with our wives. Like, all right, I'm gonna go with you outside. All y'all can get, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, nah. So now that transferred over into life. So it's like, it helps me out a lot. Like, talking to people, the way I respond, the way I answer things. You know what I mean?
You're a visionary too. And I want to know, like, for the entrepreneurs in this room, what do you see next? I mean, because you said something to me. And he was like, hey man, you can't rely on them courses or something like that. Like, you got to like start innovating. Where do you see the ball going, like, through this recession, or kind of, we had this big boom of like the course creator. Everybody's going to create a course. Where do you see it going? Where are you leaning into?
Not crypto.
No?
No, I just want to take a shot. Nah, but I rock with, it's a lot of things like coming. So it's we're in such a weird place, and shout out to everybody who do crypto. I was joking. My man, he got offended like he do crypto. You do crypto?
You got some crypto though.
No, I don't have none.
You don't have any?
Sold it all. Bye-bye.
Really?
Early, got out and won. I told one of my friends in Circle of CEOs, sell that ape coin. It was 250 something thousand.
Dang, yeah.
Yo, I said, I told him sell it. It was 256. My man barely could buy dinner with them coins now. So I told him sell it, but but it's a learning curve. It's another thing to invest in, and I think that done wisely, it can make a lot of people money.
Gotcha. All right, you gave your disclaimer.
Yeah, it can. And it's just, just if it's done correctly and studied and understood and explained, and like anything else in life. So, but for myself is that at this point I see, and I'm getting under people who have made, the goal, bro, is crazy to say this. I wanted to make $100,000 a year, bro. Then it was like, man, I can make $100,000 a month. I remember making like my first $1 million. To say now, like, yo, like, the thing that made me a millionaire and that's making me millions, it won't get me to 100 million. But along the line, that's why it's so important. Like, my different businesses, like my jet brokerage and things like that, like, that's an actual tech company. And that's a company that we're building out, and the competitor that we're building out with sold for 400 million. So it's like, and it's not based on my face. Right. And so what we've been working on is just building just exit strategies, looking at businesses I can exit from. So right now I'm opening up franchises. These are different things that I'm bringing into Recession Proof as well. Is I'm opening up franchises that are I'll establish now. I'm going to establish in a recession. So guess what? It can't get no worse than now. It can only have upward trends. So if I can open 10, 15 different establishments, build my portfolio out in this arena, these are things that, 5 years, 7 years from now, I'm able to exit out of because I can now sell this portfolio.
Got it.
With upward trends. And so my goal now is continuously educating Recession Proof and bringing these resources in, but also leading by example. So, I can't tell people, like we got a jet brokering course, we got a jet ownership course, like we got all of these things that's coming. I'm putting in the Recession Proof, but as well as now I'm bringing over franchise owners and franchise opportunities so people can see that. I'm bringing over healthcare so people can get involved in healthcare, amass everything else that's already there.
Yeah.
So continuously growing. So it's like, like I got ambulances, like got some coming up right now. Like it's just so much.
You doing Hans?
Nah, that's my Nah. Why you saying people names?
It's my guy.
It's my guy now, right? He's Recession. So, but now I'm dealing with Hans. So, and we just building out the different opportunities to take it to another level. That's going to get us exits. So now it's like the ambulances isn't an exitable company, but the franchise is that. Like I got an Everbowl we building.
A what?
Everbowl.
Everbowl?
Yeah. Like
what's that?
The acai bowls, like the healthy bowls.
Really? Is that already a already a company?
It's already established.
Y'all ate it before? Everbowl? You got it in Atlanta?
Nope. One in Alpharetta. But in the last 2 years, I want to say 119 open, 328 on the way. One opening every 8 days across the United States. I'm going to do 4 of them here.
In Atlanta?
I'll do 4.
Can I be a part of that?
No.
Why not?
Because you didn't invite me to be a part of your Shan's apartment complex.
I didn't know. I mean, I already had a partner. I'll invite you to the next situation.
Okay. So
I got to get down?
Yeah. No, you can't. No. This is the thing is that we need more because then we create market share.
Yeah.
See, if I said, no, I don't want you in, right? I'm joking for those that's watching is that I'm joking with Shans, but 100%. And the reason why is because then we create a more demand.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps everybody when it comes to exiting because now as the more popular it becomes, hedge funds come in and when they want to purchase, then they're looking across going, okay, well, how many of them are they? How are they doing? And so it's already set up.
Listen, man, as soon as y'all see Everbowls on every commercial, like every episode sponsored by a different Everbowl flavor, just know when I start eating that joint, like, just know I am an equity shareholder. It happened, guys. It happened.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to take a couple questions, man, because there are, again, you are just the most creative, biggest thinker that I know. And again, I say it all the time.
We're not going to talk about what's next. We ain't going to talk about, you're just going to leave it out. Like I ain't make a big announcement. It's just not.
You making a big announcement?
You didn't see it?
No.
For all the viewers at home, I would like to let you guys know, where am I here? Am I on this camera, Jovan? I'm here?
Yeah, sure.
Listen, next year, Madison Square Garden, Recession Proof, will be taking over the Garden.
Square Garden.
One of the first.
Get that a round of applause. You're taking over the Garden?
Yes.
How many people?
20,000.
20,000 people?
20,000. This would be my first time ever having a event open to the public. All my other conferences is 3,000 to 5,000 is private. So now I'm opening up to the public.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden.
Am I going to be at it? Am I speaking?
You coming?
I'm asking.
Speaking?
Don't just put me in an interview, but I will interview somebody. But don't just put me. I can speak, so I got stuff to say too.
That's gonna be that's at the Garden is going to be. How can I say this? We got to play different. Like
I don't know.
We got to play different. I'm not saying that you my brother, but it's a business move that 20,000 people.
You're saying no?
I'm not saying no.
I can't get down?
I'm not saying no. It's just, we have to discuss details of what that looks like and, sponsorship packages and things like that.
20,000. What do you think you're going to spend on that?
I don't know. I'm budgeting probably $5 million.
$5 million.
It's the Garden. We in New York City.
It's the Garden.
Turn the big.
Is Jay-Z going to be there? Is Jay-Z going to be there?
We working.
Yo, bro, let's give 5 a round of applause. Golly. So we're at the Garden. And if somebody jumps in Recession Proof, they automatically...
They come free.
They come free?
Mm-hmm.
There will be a link. There'll be a link. in the description where and I'm sorry. Can we give our Social Proof listeners a discount? Can I have a promo code? You can say yes or no, but
Yeah. Proof.
Social Proof.
Social Proof?
Yeah. Some sort of discount code, Social Proof. I just want to get them some love. And what people may not know is so they see me promoting Morning Meetup all the time on here. 5 came together and he was like, yo, man, I like what you're doing. And he said, I want to work something out where my people can be in the Morning Meetup for free. Mm-hmm. So, really, that was really the first time I was so impressed. And I'm like, why is he doing this? And he's like, I want my community to be together on a regular basis. And that's something that I can, even though when somebody goes through Recession Proof, obviously they don't have to buy into Morning Meetup. I'm so impressed with 5. Like, I promote it like, you need to be a part of Recession Proof because you get me for free every single morning by being in Recession Proof. And that's why y'all need to use the link below though to get in Recession Proof, please. But seriously, that was just a move and I didn't understand. And he was like, he has all these like different courses in Recession Proof. And some of the courses are courses that people are buying. But 5 was like, I'm a license it. I want to feed my community. What is it going to take to make sure that course that people are buying, spending $2,000, $3,000 on, my Recession Proof members can get it for free? So,
and it's not cheap. Like people charge me $25,000, $50,000 for those courses to put into the community. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, but my goal is that when you join Recession Proof, like you don't have to go and buy his course because he's a good, now you done bought $3,500 over here, you go spend $2,000 over here, you go spend $5,000 over here. You look up and you 20,000 and you like caught yourself for the last year or 2 years. You just been taking courses and you didn't get to implement.
Yeah.
Come to a community where everything is readily available, but let's focus on the implementing with people who are implementing. Mm-hmm. Get you off the ground, and then when you want to grow to another level, it's still there. Yeah. Like it doesn't disappear. It's not going to go anywhere. Like, and that's the key. It's like, focus here, and that's now like I'm partnering up, and we're focusing on creating a course on how to just take courses, mm-hmm. and especially how to navigate Recession Proof. Mm. So that's what we build now.
You know what we should do together? We should create a course on how to build a community.
Yep.
We should do that, 5.
I'm a little competitive.
Why? What do you mean?
I don't know if I want to tell people how to create a community.
No?
That's what I do. I'm joking. Nah, what's crazy is that I've been, I talk about it all the time inside, like on our coaching calls, but I think it would be dope to like teach people, for course creators, like how to actually create a dope community and like the mindset that you need to have as a leader. Because a lot of people go into this, it's like they do it as a money grab, and it's not beneficial they're not looking at the end all for the users. Just like, we got Recession Proof weekend coming up, like basketball tournament thing. It's free. Just come out. Let's hang out. I'm putting up, it's going to be a fair, like carnival rides, you name it. And it's just,
Do we have a team?
In a basketball tournament. Do you?
I won't put the date, but
it's coming up. Yeah. But you should have a team. I think you definitely need a team.
I'm going to put together a team.
Yeah. We got the basketball. Everybody playing.
I used to be nice.
Yeah. And so, but that's the part, bro. It's like in the community, like here we go, I'm looking to take over, rent out Cascade. We'll do the basketball tournament. We'll do Cascade at night. We'll do a softball, kickball tournament in the park, have all the rides out for the kids, the food trucks, the ices, ice cream, have everything out. So it's not just for members now, it's for the family, everybody to come out and just have a good time together.
Man, if you run for the mayor, I'll vote for you. Let's get like 2 questions, maybe. 2 questions. Just grab the mic right there. That one works, right, Joe? All right, cool. Let's do it.
How are you doing?
I'm doing. How you doing?
Ex-mentee, thank you so much for everything that you're doing. I was at the conference, and I got to say, one of the most memorable things for me was when you were actually awarded your own fraternity.
That was crazy.
That thing was sick. But I have to ask you, what's up with the sorority? Like, how does that work? Or can it be a sorority? Like, we need to work something out.
Sorority. So it's co-ed. Didn't leave you out. That was an easy question. Yeah, no, it's co-ed. Look, we already knew. The women got on me last time about the basketball tournament we did. It was majority men. Like, so that's why this weekend, that's why when we do it next time, we're gonna have the kickball and softball tournament as well for the women and everybody to play. So I'm definitely not leaving the ladies out.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to the women of Recession Proof. You know, we got the women of Recession Proof, so they got a whole nice movement.
I love it. I love it.
Second thing, I'm so sorry.
Let me get one question at a time. Because I want to give as many people opportunity to ask as possible. Just there we go. Cool.
Hey, so my name's Omaya of the Melanin Playhouse, and my question to you is, well, first, you look fabulous. Like, I don't even think that's the adjective that should be attached to a hetero male, but you look really, really good, and I'm happy for you. Like, your eyes look brighter. And I always look at the whites in people's eyes to kind of indicate, like, are they truly happy? Are they healthy? So, congratulations to you. I'm actually on day 3 of my health journey, and I just want to ask you, as far as, like, how your clothes fit, how you feel in your public image. Like, do you feel lighter? Do you feel more confident? I'm a stylist, so all of those things are important to me. So how important now is your public image to you?
So the way my clothes fit is disappointing. I've lost a lot of reward points on clothes shopping over the last few years. So I got a very extensive closet that I can't fit as well as I like to. So I'm digging through finding clothes at this point. Like, I can't even shop. I'm like, yo, let me wait, because now we implementing weight training and stuff like that. So now it's like the way my clothes fit, it makes me feel good, but it's tough with the transition, because, you know, you look in your closet and go like, I got all this and can't wear it. So that's one issue. The way I feel personally, I feel a lot better. I feel the mental clarity is a lot more. Going out, you know, I got a lot more energy. I'm getting a lot more work done. Me and Dave have been supposed to do this months. I didn't have enough pressure to put on them because I didn't have the energy. So mentally, like, my public image is, of course, a lot better. I ain't got to take 50 shots at the picture, making sure, like, you know, you're looking gaudy. So it's like, it makes me feel a lot better. Even the way I'm coming across, the way I look on camera, you know, everything plays a part. So it's affecting me in every way possible. It makes me feel good. And, you know, the compliments that you get as soon as I walked in, man, you look younger. People, man, you look a lot younger. So, you know, it's amazing, to say the least.
I love that. Good stuff. One more. What you got?
Hi, my name is Alexis Lawson of Detox Sober Lounge in Omaha, Nebraska. I want to thank you, first of all, for coming out here and sharing. And to teeter off what she said, kind of, what is something you do daily to stay motivated in your fitness journey? Because I've done a lot of fitness journeys, and for some reason, I always fall off. Is there something routine that you do, or every morning, just to, like you said, keep your baby in mind, stuff like that?
So
you got to be a fitness influencer, bro.
No, I'm not. The thing.
All the questions are about fitness now,
bro. Listen, disclaimer: I don't do this for the gram. It's just really, this is for myself. No, in reality is that I got a chef, and the hardest part is diet and cooking. So what I figure is that make it as easy as possible, right? It was easy when I wasn't on the gram and I wasn't coming to do stuff like this. Like, you know, sorry, Dave, and I apologize for y'all waiting, but I had to eat breakfast and stuff, and I did my regimen before I came. I got an IV treatment this morning. I don't know if you can see it's red here. I did my IV treatment where they come and give me my vitamin IVs. I have a regimen that I stick to. And it's just making sure you do that and make it as easy as possible. If you can have people come to you, have them come to you. If you can, maybe I got a chef, but if you do a meal prep, but just make sure that it's done right. Like my chef is in contact with my nutritionist. I'm not learning everything. I'm not figuring out what maca root does and what ginseng, all these different things that I'm not going to figure it out. That's what I need. Handle that. When I wake up, I got a smoothie. What's in it? I don't know. Is it good? Not every day. Some days it's horrible, but I do it. You know what I mean? And the vitamins and stuff, it's just, really learn it before going, okay, I'm just going to start. You know what I mean? I did detox. I cleaned my system out. I did, flushes first, went 2 weeks with nothing, clear liquid. And it was hell. I got sick. I was throwing up, but I took time away from social media. I wasn't doing business. I wasn't doing nothing. I went somewhere that had a very beautiful view. Woke up, seen water.
Like a month, right?
Yeah. And I lived in serene. So it's hard. That's not something everybody can do. But for those, if you can get yourself in a position where you go, I'm just going to focus on me. This come first. I'm sorry, y'all, I was late today. I had a smoothie, some chia seed stuff. But I did that, got dressed, got my water, did my vitamin IV, and I came. And then I left something at home and had to go back. That's why I was even more late. But I made sure I stuck to my regimen. And every week I'm doing my vitamin IVs, and I'm taking my vitamins and stuff every day, as well as what I'm putting in my body.
I can appreciate that. Anybody got a marketing question? He's the most brilliant marketer I've ever met in my life. So let's get one more and then we'll wrap it up.
Great up. All right, so for a clothing brand, what's something what's an idea of yours just on a large scale for someone to have a clothing brand? It would be something amazing to stand for their brand to stand out.
That's dope, and I'm gonna do a drop, and I'm sorry, but it's not my shirt. So as y'all can see, I got on somebody made this, right? Chance, can you read the back of it? I don't know what it says.
It says Dr. Ebtees.
Dr. Ebtees, right?
Dr. EBTs.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Shout out to her. She gave me these shirts. I got 5 of them, and I didn't give them out to the rest of the circle of CEOs. Hopefully this makes up for it. She gave me a shirt with my own brand, right? But what I say is that if you got a clothing line, everything is in marketing, advertising, everything is in brand awareness. Like I said, I pay to get on fights. I pay to get into certain rooms to put my brand in, right? What's your brand based around? It seems like a luxury brand, like a fly brand. If you're creating a luxury clothing line, you look for the people who get fly in luxury, right? And it's like, yo, what is it? Is it worth me giving? Fab has been one of the flyest in my generation. Jim Jones is like, yo, what does it cost me for you to wear it? Now, with the proper system set up in place, is going, okay, when you wear it and you get fly and you got your drip on, you got the jewelry on, because I'm not going to buy $1 million in Jim Jones jewelry. I'm not going to buy the millions that Fab got in his closet. Shoes he ain't got. So you go, okay, cool. Let me see this, but how much is it for you to wear? How much is it for a promo? Okay, cool. The reason why I'm looking at, then I look at your following engagement. Well, if you wear it and now I can track the engagement from it and I can target your audience, because now I know, okay, they've seen it. They become familiar with my brand. Now I'm just putting my system in place to target everybody who rock with you. You see what I'm saying? You can get bots to go back and, send messages to everybody who like and comment on the post. Like, yo, did you see the Fab? And now you got a special promo and a whole promotion based around Fab on your post. And it's not that you're going to get in a clothing brand, you will not get your money back immediately because the profit margin is not there. But the brand awareness over time, as you keep going and you start to figure out, okay, let me make sure I get my sales properly. Let me make sure I stay in front of people with my advertising. Let me make sure I can, be creative on the way I drop things. And sometimes it's not oversaturating it. Like that shirt you got on is dope. What most people will do is go create 10 other ones and don't stay with one design. I got one recession proof shirt. That's all you're gonna buy from me. I don't got nothing else for you to buy. If you got more options, then they go, this. I don't know which one I want. I put them all in the cart and then I get to the checkout page and you don't got Apple Pay, I leave. So it's like small things, like looking at the conversion for your rate, your business. Like, do you have Apple Pay? Because it increases your checkout and your buy value a lot faster. Not giving too many options, because then I spend time on here and something happened. It's like, I could have spent 3 minutes. Like, I wanted that shirt, but then you had something else and I was here and Now, I didn't buy nothing.
And your phone rings.
I've been on Saks. I've literally built carts out on Saks for like 7,000. And I go to sleep at night. It was too much. So you want to keep it simple, and you just want it to be like, if you're doing luxury, you need it to be like, nah, this it. Like, who else? And then look for people who have consumers, right? Look at people who have consumers that follow them. I look at people who have a high lifestyle, right? Like, I'm in the financial space, whatever, but Bandman Kevo has a high lifestyle like out of this world. But he also has a high consumer base. So people pay him. Some people have audiences that ain't prone to paying. So they'd be like, oh man, ain't nobody gonna pay them. You got somebody like that's selling and it's lifestyle and luxury, then it's a perfect fit. And they'll do it for money. They understand the play already. So you just look at like influencers who getting fly, like boom, boom, boom. And you be like, okay, I see what you're doing. Well, let me give you this and I'm going to pay you to wear it. They already gonna understand the play. They gonna here, look, man, it's brought to you by boom. They may give drops and do stuff because they already know it. You know what I mean? Like Fab may not, but Buddy may go, I got you, bro, but you gonna have to cut me a check. You know what I mean?
How much should they pay me to wear it?
You know what I'm saying? But I'm joking. I'm always trolling. You got this dude's the worst, like in person, like, but no, in reality, Chance having a big podcast, right? Nobody paid him to wear that. The rich and what is that?
Rich and unemployed.
Rich and unemployed. Nobody paid you to wear, right?
Mm-mm.
So if you say, Chance, I want you to wear my shirt 10 episodes, the same one. I want people to think you only got one shirt.
I love that.
I got 10 blue suits. I wore that blue suit everywhere. Why? Because it seemed like I got one blue suit. They're like, yo, you the dude in the blue suit. Yep. Branding, marketing. If he only wears your shirt, people start going, bro, he got one shirt. Guess what? People are going to buy it and go like, yo, you got that David Shan shirt. That's the shirt I be seeing everybody on Sleepers for Suckers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like creativeness. Like you think about, and why would I give it to Shans? Because Shans is going to get how many thousands and millions of views? How many people are going to see it? Mm-hmm. Then you ask Shans, well, hey, can I pick what episode it'll go on? Like who you got coming up? If you can tell me, I want to pay for certain people. You know what I mean? And be like, I don't want to do on that. I want to do it on the one with 5 because
the sauce right now. I hope y'all appreciate it. He is giving out the sauce right now.
Yeah. You do it. You ask him like, yo, when 500 interview,
the play.
When 500 interview come out? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you interviewing 500? And if they say, yeah, you be like, I want you to wear my shirt in interview 5 because I know what it'll do. Because I seen, it was the biggest episode on
Johnny,
the podcast.
So you see it? You see it? The Rich and Unemployed? You see what you did? You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
That's his brand, Rich and Unemployed.
Rich and Unemployed.
Rich and Unemployed.
Okay, Finesser.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, everybody see that podcast, man. Shouts out to Rich and Unemployed, Finesser's Only Club. All right, we got to wrap this up, man. I got to do a quick commercial, and you can't do one. This is a part of the show, okay?
Okay.
This episode is sponsored by The Morning Meetup, themorningmeetup.com, the only organization that gathers every single day for the betterment of entrepreneurs, man. All the stuff that I do. So my Morning Meetup group and your group too, they get to come to the recordings for free. They just get to come because they're a community. And we do morning meetups, kind of like a family reunion, just one day, just get everybody together, connect. It's not so much on education. We do teach them things, but we just drive people connecting with each other. So go to themorningmeetup.com. We have an app. Everything goes down in the app. We got all kind of stuff going on in the app, okay? Meetups, discounted courses. I know some of yours are free. I got some free courses in my app too. I'm just going to model my whole business after you, man. Just so you know. themorningmeetup.com. Join the community. Stop being outside the circle. 5, thank you, man.
Most definitely. The Morning Meetup. Yes. Brought to you by the episode of Him 500 and David Shans.
Absolutely.
The Morning Meetup is one of the most amazing communities where you get to connect with entrepreneurs all across the world. Listen, stop doing life by yourself, right? Why would you want to do life by yourself when every single morning you can wake up, have a cup of coffee, and be inspired by the success of others in the same position as you by just executing, studying, reading books every single morning? These are all things that happen on the Morning Meetup. What book are we currently in? It doesn't matter. It's an impressive one that a lot of people are super engaged with. That it's helping people increase. Most people don't read books. Come learn how to also read books. Come learn how to network and build with other people across the world. Listen, stop doing life by yourself. Join the morning meetup.
Yo, clap. Yo, man. Thank you so much for giving me my next ad. Yo, let's take that part out. Let's run that as an ad, please. All right, cool. Five, thank you so much, man. Yo, it was really cool too, because he hit me, was like, yo, let's have a podcast, but I don't necessarily just want to talk about business. I want to like let's have a different conversation. And we really got into the way you think, your heart, like very transparent. Like, yo, I had some health issues, and that's an inspiration in itself, because you can't buy health. Like, I mean, you can get the people to come to the IV, you can get a chef, but it's up to you to say, yo, I'm not going out to eat. No, I'm not going to eat that. No, I'm actually going to stick to this regimen. So I'm actually just, and you my boy, but I am literally impressed by you every time I get together with you, and just seeing how you move, and especially in this space where it's not just about being an amazing entrepreneur. It's about being an amazing husband, being an amazing father, and an amazing man. So I appreciate you, man.
Man, most definitely appreciate you.
So
my
yeah,
brother, you actually been in my house.
Absolutely. So and I took your money. We was at Rick Ross' house, and he wanted to shoot with me. What was he doing? $20 a shot or something like that? Something crazy. $100 a shot. Had to get my man. He's my brother, but you know what I mean? I had to show him a lesson. You know what I mean? To say I'm not the guy to play with. But you be taking all the money from Neo, so that's cool. But close us out, man, with a word of wisdom, man. Just put a bow on this whole conversation and let everybody know how they can find you.
A word of wisdom in life. The success will take a shot at you. What are you gonna do? Become unsuccessful? Frank, you can be successful and you can have friends, or you could be unsuccessful and you can have enemies. Live your life. You can follow me on social media, Him500, all social medias, also YouTube. Yeah, let's get it.
There it is, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Listen, do yourself a favor, man. Go get you some social proof, all right? Meaning go build something, but it's important to come back to the community and teach them how you did what you did. That's the only way our community grows. We're out. Peace.